My name is Gerald Malloy, and I am running for U.S. Senator for Vermont as a Republican. I am a West Point graduate. I was a career Army officer, and I did serve around the world and had the opportunity to work with many NATO partners and allies. After the Army, I worked about 5 years with many U.S. government organizations. And for the last 11 years, I've been in industry, working mostly in the greater Washington, D.C. area, again, leading the provision of services to many U.S. government organizations. Very highly competitive environment there in the D.C. area, and in the last 8 years, I've been an executive. So I'm also a decorated combat veteran. I have an MBA from Temple University and a graduate certificate from Georgetown University, and my wife Stacy and I live in Perkinsville, out in Windsor County, and we have 4 children, with 3 in Vermont schools. I wanted to talk about I'm running because I really cannot stand and watch, because I think our country is being led in the wrong direction. And with my 42 years of service, I'm offering my character, experience, leadership, and performance to serve Vermonters as a Republican and try to get us going in the right direction. I would serve under the values that I did learn at West Point, which is duty, honor, and country. So in terms of my positions, really kind of 3 main areas: abiding by the Constitution, promoting the opportunity for economic prosperity for every American, and ensuring the security, defense, and order in our country. I did not support more spending or more government or more taxes or more control. And if you can kind of envision Americans' freedom and their income, the value of that income, with our $33 trillion deficit skyrocketing and 40-year high inflation, you see that kind of pushing up, and you see higher taxes pushing down, and you see a lot of scraping away at the freedom and liberty and rights that are guaranteed by our Constitution. So I see it contracting, not expanding like it should be, and I'm running to try to fix that. I did want to talk about some of the economic issues that Rob talked about. I do fully support regaining the oil and gas independence that we had and removing the barriers that have been put in place by the current administration. I also look for what I would call a reset of environmental emissions and future energy policies. I am not in favor of the Global Warming Solution Act, and I think you made a lot of great points there, or the Climate Action Plan. I believe, and I recognize your points, but I believe these are, in fact, full of holes in terms of the resources, cobalt, lithium, nickel, many other resources that we don't have access to or don't own, full of holes in terms of the infrastructure that is absolutely not in place to support an act like that, and most importantly, full of holes, as Rob pointed out, in terms of the actual implementation and the costs and the impact an act like that will have on all Vermonters, myself included. So I wanted to put that out there. Carol, I greatly appreciate this opportunity. I'll hang around as long as anybody wants to talk. I have some cards. I'll give them out. You can look a little bit more about me on my website. But the primary is August 9th, and I think our country right now has really a generational chance to kind of change where Vermont is going and where the United States is going. So I hope to have your consideration in the primary and in the general election. So may the 14 stars shine bright. May God bless America. Thank you.